he wasn't coming out of his mouth and saying it, but he was still the perception that he was putting off for them to take and run with. It was just is what they think of us anyway, and that's
right. And see,
you see that all the time in corporate America. Period.
But see, that's the thing. I think a lot of, especially some people that may have may come from a different background as far as the home life, as far as maybe being raised in a more urban setting. What I mean by that is the whole idea of keeping it real. Like, I'm just being real. I'm keeping it 100. You have to know that there are rules and there are times that does and does not apply.
Yep.
Like, so to your point, Lance, like, exactly. Like, you can't walk around being, 100 or being that you all the time. Everyone has different facets of their life or different facets of their personality. That facet should be tucked away for safekeeping and not shown to your professional. It should not mix with your professional environment. It should never
ever. And the same thing with the other part. You see it is like in email.
Oh,
you see it in email just by the way people write, and I cringe sometimes. I see email, and I have to tell people like, dude, first of all,
texting?
Like you writing in all caps, man. Like you can't even. Do you even know what that means? You can't do that. You're sending out a company wide email to
an angry email
to hundreds of people, and then the grammars. And trust me, I'm the worst speller on the planet. I was the first person to sit down in a spelling bee growing up. The first person. I would sit down and put my head down. But it makes no sense. You will not catch me with an email that I send out to anybody that ain't been read over like 10 times, that I ain't, double spell check, all of that stuff to make sure.
It's an automatic spell check.
Because you have your name on it. You have your signature on it. And I'm not going to be that one like, this dude is ignorant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when people already expect a certain thing of you, you can't feed into that.
Right.
That's very true.
That's the thing. And I think it's sometimes we have to like say, okay, this is what I noticed. And it's a way to communicate and be constructive without like tearing someone down and making them feel like an idiot too.
Right.
So that's the other part of it. But I'm telling you, I don't seen it all, man. I'm like, that's Jesus, crazy. Lord. Jesus. Yeah, this is why it's so hard for us.
Not the N-word.
And somebody, listen, somebody else can do the exact same thing. It's just not the same.
True.
We just can't do it.
It's very true.
Fair or unfair, we just can't do it.
Right.
But yeah. So Bill Maher, keep your job. Just don't say that out loud. And we know you use it all the time because nobody does their first. Your first time is not live.
No.
Put it that way.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. It wasn't live.
Speaking of things we just can't do, but other people can, having predominantly black cast and black production background, whole black team for Black Panther, how we feeling about it right now? There's some backlash on it.
Okay, y'all have to tell me the backlash. Now, admittedly,
I need to hear that.
I'm not a comic book person, so I have zero interest in watching that. And y'all can talk me into why I should. I just don't know. But I don't watch any of the X-Men. I don't watch none of them.
You don't watch any of those superhero movies?
Zero.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
All right.
Star Wars.
You're depriving yourself, man.
What'd you say?
I said you're depriving yourself, man.
Man, if
so
it's
much.
This is gonna sound strange, but if it's like fake and it's just not realistic, it's hard for me to get into it.
I could.
So like I have to get into stuff that can actually
Knox
happen.
don't want to see it, man. You gonna tell Knox no?
No, he can do whatever he wants. I just ain't going. I just don't watch it. That's my thing. If it can't really happen, I mean, it could be fictional, but it's something that can act like House of Cards. I mean, it looks real. It looks real right now, but it's I know it's not based on a true story, but I can get into it. But if it's like somebody flying in the sky and like doing crazy stuff. I mean, I've watched them, Hancock and all those type movies. The one that's really good, Deadpool. I mean, some of them I enjoy because it was like funny.
Right.
By and large, I just don't. So I'm not really.
So what's the backlash that the movie's getting right now?
Literally, almost. I won't say literally, but almost literally, the backlash is it's too black. Like it's people are crying reverse racism right now.
But how? What is it? What makes it too black? He like whooping white people's ass?
No, well, I mean, there probably are some parts in that. I don't know too much about the Black Panther because that's definitely one of those older comics that Marvel hasn't focused on. But
clearly,
like the cast, right? The cast that is featured, like all of them are black. the producers, the costume designers, like everybody is like full on.
But why wouldn't they be black? I don't understand.
Because for the first time in Hollywood, people are weirded out that there's this many black people in one spot.
Yeah, that's
and that's what I'm saying. Right. Think that was my segue. Things that black people just can't do and get away with. If it was all white everything, nobody would be worried about it. It was like, whoa, you can't just have all black everything about a black superhero in Africa and make a bunch of money and us be okay with it. That's not okay.
Yeah. It's not criminal. Yeah. He's got to at least be a villain. I wonder if he was a villain, would people be feeling it?
Probably a little bit more. That's another thing. He's just, his character is so about like virtue and morally doing the right thing.
Righteous. Yeah, very righteous.
Like he's something serious.
I think I want to watch it just because I know it's a lot of hype and buzz around it. I mean, people were spazzing, and the only thing they showed was just a trailer, right?
Yep. Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't even come out till February 2018.
And people were like spazzing, man.
Spazzing.
Oh, dang. Hey, I got an interesting point to that too, right? So, one of the editors that works for Marvel, he's a white dude from USC.
Really?
And one of my friends one of my friends are cool with him too. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but he works on a lot of the movies. So he said he's working on the Black Panther movie. So he told my homeboy, so don't ever say I didn't do anything for black people. I'm working on a Black Panther movie. And I don't know how I feel about that. He might have just said
what is that?
He said he's working on the Black Panther movie, so don't say he never did anything for black people.
Oh,
wow. Was he being like tongue in cheek? Like
I think he was kind of like joking about it, saying it.
That's still awkward, man.
You know, that's kind of like I don't know, man. It's like the Bill Murray situation without the N-word.
I bet you I know who it is too, though. Who you talking about?
Yeah, I ain't gonna say his name though. But, you know, he dope.
He mad talented,
but still, yeah.
So
I mean, he said something kind of crazy.
But I think you know what? I think it has been my experience that sometimes they don't realize. Sometimes white people may not fully know their boundary and what's okay and what's not. I think sometimes we have situations where we've gotten ultra sensitive. So you probably, I mean, what's your relationship with him? Like, is he like cool? Like cool, like you know him, like he's cool, or you just know him?
But I don't know. I don't know. But like him and my partner, they were like real cool.
Oh, okay.
Like they went to high school together. They still friends now and stuff like that. So yeah, they cool.
And he said it to him, or he said it to you?
No, he said it to my homeboy. So we're kind of like,
oh yeah,
he's
like joking. Yeah,
they joking or whatever. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting though.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of normal actually. I mean, even though, like I said, you have to, you know, view me as the resident older black man on the podcast now, so my views are slightly skewed.
It's just so weird. I mean, they got mad at remember the Black Annie? I mean, they were mad at the Black Annie. Like, it's just
I remember
it's so
that.
strange.
Yo, but that's why Luke Cage, the Netflix series, was like perfect.
Didn't he go to South Carolina too? He went to, I think he went to, shout out to all the Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Like in Hollywood.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they got any glimpse of people in Hollywood.
And I think one of the people that's
but we got a whole bunch of them in Kewn News coming up though.
Yep.
But hey, one of the actors in the Black Panther is actually from South Carolina too. I'm not sure his name, but he's from South Carolina as well too, man. So we all over the place, man.
Yep.
That's what's up.
We are all over the place.
The movie drops when in November, or it hasn't? They don't have a date.
Black Panther don't come out till February.
And I would say I would watch it on a Fire Stick, but I don't think it'd be in existence then.
What'd you say?
The Fire Stick, man, they snatching everything off the Fire Stick, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man.
They about to shut that down.
R.I.P., man. Everybody that got a Fire Stick, get your movies in while you can, because they coming for it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. Exodus still good.
Hey.
They already
Hey,
took
man,
it.
I need to know what happened with that, man. I got a Fire Stick. What happened?
Well, they suing. Like, the copyright infringement. Like, so the issue is what they're going after now is the people who do the live broadcasts, like the live sports, the live shows, like the Showtime, all of those people. Like Phoenix is one of the apps where you can watch live events.
Yeah.
So they're being sued for like copyright infringement, and it's like per show, like hundreds of thousands. I mean, it's ridiculous. So they're just all of the developers are pulling them off, So the only one that's still on there now is Exodus, which is the main one where you can watch all the new movies.
All the movies.
Yeah.
Right.
Because if you notice, they stopped selling them things in Best Buy. Like the Fire Sticks.
Yeah, they did.
So, because I always wondered how, like, people knew what they were doing. Because you would go see it, $35. You would see people buying like 5 and 6 at a time, and then they would jailbreak them, and then they would put them on Craigslist for like $100.
Yep.
Real quick.
Flip them.
Yeah, I never understood.
I was about to get one too, man.
I think you still can off
cut
Amazon.
My cable off and get one.
No, don't do that. Yeah, because you
don't need to get it now. Yeah, it's a wrap.
I don't need to get it now.
Don't do that.
I'm about to get it in. I'm about to get it in this weekend for old time's sake, though.
I know, man. Hey, you may need to get sling rope.
They get a what?
Sling. It's not bad.
Oh, the sling tee?
Yeah,
Okay.
the only gimmick that I heard is that you need one for every TV. That's the problem. And I know, like, we cannot live without DVR because our kids watch them damn shows on DVR. So, and that's the only thing. We can't get that up. Like, without Dora and dang Blaze and Mickey Mouse roast races.
DVR is a savior.
Yeah, man. So that's
we the same. We the same in our household too. So I know.
But it's real cheap though. That's the thing. It's real cheap, and you can get like premium channels on it. So Sling, y'all need to endorse us, yo. Cause we're giving y'all these damn free shout outs.
Oh, that's what's up.
Send my man's ropes and them some free Sling boxes for the TVs.
Yeah, we need that, man. We need that over here. F Comcast.
I know.
Yeah.
What else?
So
we
got our new segment. Then we have what we've dedicated to all of our black people who have a tendency to sell out for whether it be political gain, financial gain, or just fame gain. We have what we call our Kewn News segment.
Kewn.
I guess really, does everyone know the definition? Of course, I know everyone on the podcast knows the definition of the word coon. But I know the word coon, period, has been kind of used a little loosely. And there's so many different intricacies with that word, so I didn't know if we wanted to quickly explain that.
Yeah,
go ahead, break it down.
Break it down, man.
So, coon, spelled Kewn.
Coon.
I really wish Ham was here for this because Ham has such a great way of breaking it down. But I know coon is often used for those who, as I said, like to sell out. But I know at times, people will say a man who dates who has dated white women is a sellout or a coon.
No,
but in
that's
actuality,
a hotep,
it's
right?
not.
Is that what it is?
That's a hotep.
It could be, but then also we look at it as, I think Lance and I had a conversation the other day where we were talking about how it would only possibly be that if they dated white women exclusively.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with dating white women, only if you think white women are better, and that's the only thing that you do date. Then that's the issue. Then you're a coon.
Right. So, I guess someone like Jason Whitlock, he may possibly qualify as a coon. Just to give an example before we jump into our, coon news. One that really comes to mind for me is Paris Denard.
Oh, my God. I hate
CNN.
that.
Oh, yeah.
God, he's such a coon.
And what it is overall is just total sellout and pretty much just denouncing, not really getting, as I like to say, on code for us to portray us in a more positive light, like a quick to throw the next black man down or crab on him or just put him down and just trying to degrade him to make yourself look better to the white majority. So that's pretty much the definition of coon. It could be male or female. But I think this week, if I'm not mistaken, I think it happened the other day, there was a particular university from South Carolina that was invited to the White House.
Yep.
The name of that university, what's the name of that, Lance? What's the name of that university?
It is Pickens Technical College, located in the upstate of South Carolina. Basically,
there we go.
Yeah. It's a part of. It's really an extension of Georgia. It really is what it is. I think it's in Easley, Anderson County. I don't know, somewhere up there.
So their whole